Hi everyone, it's Sloth, and as lately we have some stats for all the stat fans, and what you can expect about this Esper deck that we are going for today. 67% win rate, and actually it's pretty popular deck right now, so I think the average for all the players is like 61%, so I think we are pretty close to it. I like to think the 6% is due to our amazing plays, but let's be realistic. And we have very interesting data here. Like, man, what can I say? I think it's pretty obvious. But to be perfectly honest with you, in some of the games that I've lost, it was just like a royal mana shortage. And, it wasn't a real game, to be honest. So I think that deck can go even better than this if you play it right. So we went pretty high in Mythic, not the highest, but probably if you played it longer, it would be like probably top 500 or something. So deck is pretty powerful. Let's go into the deck list. That's what we are here for, and just wanted to show you what to expect. Hello everyone, it's Sloth again with the decklist that you long for. So basically on this channel we are always going for like Control, Azorius, Dimir, and what kind of control player we would be if we wouldn't go for the top Esper deck right now in Standard. And man, this deck has power. It's no joke, it's really tier 1. And if you want to ladder and have fun with Esper, this is quite fun way to do it. This deck is solid, so we can just copy it and go to ladder and go to Mythic very easily. So the standard is for Doomskar Strifer, well, that's what you need to play. We have some interesting win conditions like Emeria, because it helps us close the game very often if we have bad draw. And if we have a good draw, we just play Hullbreaker Horror against any creature decks without instants. This will win you the game in one turn. Against control, you need to actually think how to use it. We have a lot of draw. We have both Memory Deluge and Behold the Multiverse, so even if you get Test of Talented, on Memory Deluge, which is the worst possible version, are also exactly what you want to hit with your Test of Talents if you play Mirror or something like this. We still have at least Behold the Multiverse. We also have one Kaito, because it's overall a good Planewalker. Probably you could switch it, but I think it's worth a spot. Like, good 3, we don't really have 3 drops in this deck, so that's something that's definitely good. What more? Sunset Revelry, very good card against any kind of aggressive decks, mostly because it makes enemy commit more to the board. It means that your sweepers will really hurt more. So if you don't have anything, enemy can put like 5 power and just force you to sweep. And then he replaces another big creature and you need to sweep again, which isn't great. When you cast Sunset Revelry, pretty much enemy, in this case, you can just block for 3 turns. 2 turns and also 4 life, so it's like a third turn. So he needs to commit more, or he just gives you so much time that you will win the game by pure card draw and runs. So he just needs to commit more. And usually they commit way more than one additional card. They try to keep up with all your life gain, especially if you play multiples of those. Very easy to cycle most of the time, depending on the matchup. So, really powerful. And I think the all-star for this deck, actually the biggest part of Esper, is Vanishing Verse. Like, this card is extremely powerful against so many things, and the fact that it hits Planewalkers, contrary to March of the Otherworldly Light, is no joke. Like, this card is obviously very good. I feel that March of the Wretched Sorrow underperformed a bit. It had its moments, so it's probably here to stay, but that's, to be honest, the card that I like the least. In this deck, I usually love this card so much, but in this deck list it somehow didn't feel super powerful. Not sure why. Maybe we just didn't have enough lands, or maybe we drew it too late. Not sure. It's okay. Probably you could think about switching to maybe March, the white one. Okay, we have Wandering Emperor because she's everywhere. On the lands, as always, we have standard deck list. Sometimes it's hard to find all the colors, especially that you need quickly double white for Doomskar, but over the longer game it's not a problem. You just need to be careful because for some turns, for example, you need Farewell and March. It means you need 3 white mana. And we have quite a lot of lands that you choose the mana, so you cannot have both. So something you need to consider during playing this deck. You actually can choose the wrong colors and it might hurt you in some extreme turns. Emeria Core is also 3 white, so you know. Okay, so that's the deck. If you like Esper, Dimir, control decks, subscribe and then you won't miss any of my cool decks that I copy online. And yeah, if you like the videos, I really appreciate it. If you like this format or you are bothered with anything like intro or whatever, just tell it in the comments and I will try to improve. So let's go into the video and really thank you for watching. Okay, so enemy is quite high. There's very high chance he plays mono white. So I think this is a very good hand. And we are going first, yeah. We just need to draw into 4th land and some card draw and we are golden. When you are on the play, you really want Jwari as a land usually. Huh. Huh. Okay, so white? 2 mana, Negate is not good enough. Okay, perfect. Okay, so is it? We don't have very good removal for the dragon. It might be a mill, right? Mill. Yeah. So, pretty scary. If they foretell something, it's double spell. Got you. Got you. Okay, so Tasha doesn't make much sense. They cannot use the dragon. I think we should main phase this. Vanishing Verse, mwah, amazing. And Jwari is actually very good. It's nearly a hard counter spell, especially next turn. This is actually our only counter spell that we have right now for the Goldspan Dragon. I'm still not sure what exactly we play. It might be like more of a control version with like treasures, drawing and so on. Yeah, we will see what he discards. Wow, this didn't really help. And we don't want to... like, it would help to have 6 mana next turn, definitely, but I think we can, you know, be a bit smarter about how we play. So what, he plays the land, gets the double treasure, he has 4 mana and then we can draw, okay, no Goldspan, great. Man, I'm stupid, if that's double spell it means that's the Tasha's laughter. Man, I can be so dumb sometimes. It's insane. Okay, so we generally prefer to draw into stuff. Invoke Calamity. It might be this version, because he's thinking about something very hard. He has white mana. I have no idea why. Okay, sure. I think we killed this creature, because we don't want to get paired. Oh man! Oh man, that's actually pretty good. I think we take the land. So what, we play both of those cards. Enemy has 4. Man, we cannot draw them. We cannot draw. And I still want Jwari. I will take those. Because we get life, we don't get the card. But that's fine. It's fine. Who needs cards, right? We are just a control deck. But this trades perfectly, and we gained most of the stuff that we lost to this card, so it's more or less 1 for 1. I count it as 1 for 1. I need to remember to play more white lands. We didn't have choice this turn, this game, but overall, So I hope he plays something to kill one of the creatures, and like he tries to fight for this funny board. Amazing. Oh man, please do. Like we have so much stuff that we can do to this creature, and it's just 3 damage a turn. If he trades card for card, like he obviously wanted to scry, but if that's the cards that he's having, I'm happy with it. It sucks that we cannot play the Emperor. Okay, that's good. So what? Enemy has a lot of cards, so he can play Tasha and the copy and pay for Jwari. We could kill his treasure. We could even farewell, but then we don't have mana. Let's pretend that we want Memory Deluge. So we take the 3 damage this turn, and then we have a lot of choice. Like man, I really think that killing this treasure might have been the good play, but then we cannot Memory Deluge, so if enemy doesn't use it, I will do it. Oh man. Oh man. So tasty. Oh man, I want to counter it so much. If we kill the treasure, he will take the mana, unless he's super bad player, because it's obvious why we are doing it. Man, if I did it main phase, probably wouldn't matter. And we want to counter his win condition, right? Like we want to counter the Tasha. I think we should have... Man, it hurts my soul, but we have so few counter spells. And we don't have Test of Talent. We really need to dig for it. Like, hopefully enemy sees that we have counter spell and he sees that it's not great to play into it. Like, he can get 1 Tasha, but not double. 3, 7... Yeah, sure. That's not how we die. Like, I believe Tasha's Laughter is sorcery, right? Right? Okay, if we get wrecked, I want to see how exactly, and hopefully we all learn something. And if it doesn't, we might go into Test of Talent, and this wins us the game. Like, the mill cards are sorcery, I believe, all of them, like all the major ones. And also he needs to tap out for our turn, so that's also helpful. Man, like if we had like a lot of mana, we would just farewell the treasures because it helps so much. Okay, if that's the play, that's extremely good. Like yeah, I will just Doomskar it. Not a problem. Why did you draw cards? Oh, okay. Man, we still didn't get it. I think Hullbreaker is okay. And this digs better. I like the lands, but we need all of those. Like this will be a land if we don't draw into anything. Angels, they won't super matter. And I'm not paying so much life. What do we discard? We could get rid of the token, I guess. And man, it's such a good card with horror. How much mana do we have? 7 exactly. I think that Jwari won't be great right now. Maybe you should discard it. Vanishing Verse? Well, Vanishing Verse actually doesn't hit anything so far in the whole deck. If he has Goldspan, we just kill it with Emperor, I guess. Like, sure. Let's see. Let's learn. I think the Vanishing Verse is actually the worst card we have in this situation. Negate is the most valuable. So, I guess he goes for it now. Okay. Attack. Baiting. Maybe we are a super bad player and we just cast Emperor right now, tapping out. And then he can mill us. Oh. Are we going for it? Is this the turn? Not yet. Not yet. It sucks that he gets the treasures. The only thing that I care about is his open mana. What about this, my friend? If he lets it be, we are in super good spot. You freaking monster. Now you see why I really wanted him to use it on the wrong stuff. How much mana do we have after this? Not enough, we need at least 2 counter spells. I'm not sure how he kills. I think that it will be mill. Like he's just storing all the pieces to mill me in 1 turn after I tap out. So he wants to bait the horror. But with the March we can actually bounce something after he responds. He's preparing, like he either goes for it all or just doesn't tap out to combat the horror. Oh. Oh. Okay. But then we just Doomskar. So is this his win condition, or he has mill and Hullbreaker Horror? Man, if that's not a mill deck, I will just feel so stupid, but I still think that's the case. We cannot counter the ability, and we just Doomskar. I don't like this 2 damage. And he will create a treasure, which sucks. But that's okay, he cannot do anything anyway. What about this? You tapped out with Hullbreaker Horror and we have full turn. Doesn't sound super good. Even if he has something, we can Jwari it. He can bounce it to hand, which is the worst case, because then we cannot replay it without tapping out, which opens next turn. But man, I don't know what exactly is he doing. If he has Hullbreaker Horror, that would suggest that he kills the enemy like this, but then we don't have anything to fear about, like... Okay, so he wants to fight. So, I guess we just replay it, right? Replay the Doomskar, it means we don't have mana to do this stuff. So, he can draw 2. Okay, and he didn't want to. Oh, oh, that's a whoopsie. We don't have enough. We don't have correct. Man, I'm so bad at this deck. Oh, I guess we have to do it like the hard way. Like the really hard way. Okay, we will do it the hard way then. So what, we need 7. Okay, let's use the brain. I actually will do it. So we remove Doomskar and the Farewell. So it's 4 mana. We need for 7. For 8. So we need to pay 4. Okay, we have the counter spell. Farewell, Doomskar. Man, because we have Wandering Emperor for the token, which right now it's hard to remove. And we get to here. We have Negate, that's the important part. And the enemy will know that we wanted to exile a card instead of paying this 2 mana, so... Is it what? Man, I have no idea what this is then. I thought it's double cast and Teferi, Tasha, Hideous Laughter. Or maybe it's research, this body of research or whatever. No, I don't think so. I guess we will just see, right? I'm a bit... I think I try to guess too much. Like, it's obviously an Izzet deck with some white cards. So we main phase the Emperor. Okay, so that was the case. Oh, so okay, so he burns us at the end. Oh, okay, so he just plays those cards and this and something for one. Okay, so I guess that's the idea. And we are really happy that we kept it. Kept the Negate, because we would just die. Nice. Jwari won't be important, but Hall is way more important. And I'm doing this mostly for the HP, because being at 6 and being at 4 is a big difference. Can they kill us at 6? They can double Prismari command, and that's not enough. Okay, let's see this card. What the freaking hell? That's the last card I expected. Return target creature from graveyard to battlefield. What is this creature? Is this for Hullbreaker? Oh my god, I think they do it just for the Hullbreaker. I would never guess this. I would never guess this. Okay, so let's see. On the land side we are pretty good. We have 4 mana, I guess. We really don't have anything until turn 6, which is unfortunate, so we will see. It depends how good enemy draw is. And also, moment, let's think. I think we want Jwari. Like, here it seems very, very important. So we have no interaction, and Jwari is pretty much our only interaction against this deck, so we cannot waste it. We can survive a 2-drop, but next turn we need to counter. Nice. We didn't have priority, enemy might think, well, he doesn't seem to have anything, which is very good. Very good. Okay, and he actually has something to counter. So, it means he will have more. So it means Jwari. Because this... oh man. Freaking... I suck. Never mind, I'm just baiting him into farewell. No, but seriously, that was super stupid. I actually forgot about this at all. Yeah, because it was so long time ago, right? I am deserving the Mythic rank right now, so much. Okay, back to the game. It actually isn't a huge trouble, because we have farewell. Though the chariot is brutal. It's too quick of a clock, so we cannot allow it. I like the guy. I had to remove this emote, because there are more important ones like this one. Enemy draws cards, but I don't think that's a huge issue. Perfect. Perfect. As I said, I don't think that's an issue. Emperor is pretty obvious. I still think he will attack just to draw a card. But we can start having value. I cannot play Emperor right now because, yeah, I -2, kill one of the creatures, but it's not good enough. And maybe we don't need to farewell even. Like, so far, well, it's still 1 for 3, I guess. So, let the attack come, we block. Also, like, farewell doesn't kill Planewalkers, so we actually only sweep enemy board, not ours. But still, I prefer to wait with it. We have only one, so you know. New monster. Okay, that actually gives us more options. He should wait until I decide. Okay, so I cannot save her. I still think it's the samurai. It gives more value over time. And we have so high life that we don't care. So it trades for 2, and -2 would trade for 1 only.
Until next time, then.
What is this priority? Is it like... I guess it's Hydra? I guess. Generally you don't need to be super scared for the value game if you have Memory Deluge. Like, when you get to 7, you just keep drawing and drawing and drawing. Nice. Okay, okay. Okay, so we definitely have options. We have quite a lot of HP, so I think it's Memory Deluge. We could also clear the board and force enemy to do something. Enemy has Hydra, so and not much lands. You know what? Just because he's stuck on 4 and Wedding Announcement doesn't do anything, let's reset and give him time to rebuild. That's pretty good. This will really hurt. So we want Revelry, or whatever it's called, I guess. And yeah, I will do it like this. Oh man, like Wandering Emperor, I think, and Revelry. Taking this over, yeah, I think it's good. Emeria's call is fine, but man, like those 2 tokens give us so much HP. They're worth it in gold. Like in current board state, it's basically like 13 extra life plus 4, so 17 over 2 turns. And Farewell will be important, so I guess they have stormed the festival. Man, those tokens. Killer tokens. Okay, okay. So what's the plan here? 2 planewalkers, definitely not great for us.
May your blade strike true.
Okay, so he tries to go full aggression to make clock like faster, which is pretty smart. I think we need to kill Ren first. Man, like second planewalker is a huge issue. We can only remove 1. And we want to do it right now, so he cannot keep milling. So what, we block here, we take a lot of damage this turn, and we kill Ryan for all the mana. I think that's actually the plan. If he has like Tamiyo safekeeping, I think it protects every turn. I'm not sure. Okay. I won't talk. I don't remember if that's a creature or permanent. Like there's heroic intervention in Historic that I believe gives to all permanents, but this Tamiyo safekeeping, I guess it was to creature. I don't know, man. I don't remember all those cards. We will see. Enemy is really tanking on it, so that would be suspicious. Pretty sus. Okay, Emperor is still problematic. I consider him smorking us for like 10 at least. Probably he can do something to remove the token. Or maybe in those colors he can't. It's hard to believe, but actually, well, he only has March and the takedown. Probably 1 or 2 of those. So I think we are forced to farewell next turn. That's smart. So he doesn't develop the board at all. I guess he is aware that we might sweep. Yep, not the great draw. Actually, we might go for the Emperor, maybe. Okay, we definitely play this. And we probably should farewell. So we reset the board again. Creatures, enchantments, artifacts. And I want graveyard. Just because I have better one right now. And I'm doing it like this because we need Wandering Emperor for the lair. And it actually pairs. Let's see what he does. I'm pretty sure he knew about this because of the lair of the Hydra play, which was very good play by him. Okay, nice. So what? Next turn attack with Hydra and those guys and Chariot. Then we farewell. Man, like this Emperor, really complicated situation. He cannot activate the Chariot, and it has summoning sickness anyway. Yep, he wants to kill us. So rude. We really tend to not draw lands early game and overdraw them late game. So what? It's 4 damage, 5 with the token, counter, sorry. 7, yeah, so we can live through it. We also have Hall of the Storm Giant, so it makes his attacks a bit awkward. A bit. Because if he likes attacks with one creature, we just activate the Hall and block. So he needs a bit more. And he needs to consider Emperor, Sweeper, and also a Hall.
We've got the edge in this fight.
I think if he doesn't attack with the lair, I probably activate the Hall. Do it. He cannot know if we have something, because we have Memory Deluge, so that could hold priority. I'm trying to click fast, because he might still change his mind if he sees the priority. Okay, nice. We need to get rid of the Hydra, because this is something that kills us after we sweep.
You're done.
Okay, that's a cool dude. And he is smart, he plays around those things very hardly. Okay, we don't really have a choice here. We need to definitely sweep. Creatures, artifacts, enchantments. I always select all of them. I had situation when, for example, one deck played Deadly Dispute and suddenly they had artifacts, so, you know, stuff. Unfortunately, probably we should make... Oh man, that's risky, but let's go for +1. Because then we can start making bigger blockers and we have Horror for the next turn. So hopefully he doesn't have anything extremely deadly for us. Okay, that's not deadly. Not yet. But next turn he can crew it with the Emperor token. I want this icon. Oh, I'm so mad. I'm so mad.
May your blade strike true.
But he doesn't have great attacks. Oh man, I want to kill the Emperor. So let's think where he puts the tokens. The counter. Man, I keep calling them tokens. So I think it goes to Samurai because the apparition is the better target, so he knows it. So he attacks with this and probably apparition. Then we kill the apparition, kill the other one. Then attack with the whole next turn. Like I guess. I think we still have the mana. Yeah, for Memory Deluge even. Actually he knows about the Hall of the Storm Giant, so that's a problem. If he makes Samurai, and he will probably, actually when I think about it, he will make a Samurai. This makes things awkward. But we have some potential. And I don't want to show him what we have. I think it's worth the surprise element of Ambush and Skyclave Apparition. Okay. I disagree with this choice particularly. You monster. So he forces us to either play Memory Deluge now. That's smart, but it won't work. Not as he thinks it will. But that's a good choice. At least we have very easy choice. For 7 cards, well, that's not much of a choice. He sees the stop, which is unfortunate. Okay, in this situation, I usually click so fast so they don't see the... Oh yes, do it. I'm ready with the emo army. Okay, and thanks to the Emperor, we actually have a very big token right now. He might have a Ganja, so he might be killing it, but well, if it happens, it happens. And it does. Okay, we keep going. Oh, and land from the top. Perfection. Like, we can sweep again. We can just sweep again. Like, we are killing Emperor. We need to do it right. Like, Bankbusters is so horrible. Like, it creates a pilot and stuff. And I think that's the only thing we can do. We need to sweep right now. Okay, it's 7 mana. I actually didn't count it correctly with Redain, but I'm lucky. Oh man, this freaking game. No mercy, no mercy. Let's see what the enemy has a better situation. He has more cards. He has draw from the Bankbuster. The only good thing that we have over is Horror of the Storm Giants. But with Emperor,
Keep watch for intruders.
that's a lot. He could crew it and attack. We would be at 1 HP. So after we activate the Horror, we have 2 damage. Or we just go extremely big for all the mana. What do we kill? Emperor or creature? Like, he crews the Bankbuster, that's for sure. So it means what? Probably counter here, I guess? No, because then we block with the Horror. Let's see how he attacks. Because he needs to play around us having Horror of the Storm Giants, but in reality we don't have Horror of the Storm Giants because we will probably cast it for max. Because we want to heal as much as possible. And Bankbuster doesn't give cards anymore. Like, man, how many deluges we had? Only 1. Wow. For full game, only 1 of them. Then not a single multiverse. Man, not the best draw for this deck. Okay, sure.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
Yep. I really think we need to heal as much as possible. Not perfect, but it gives me more time. Sorry, I need. We are friends by now. We are besties. Enjoy your piloted rat. So, we go over. Like, man, we really need just to hit Deluge and start drawing our good cards. Like, draw cards. Or like Hullbreaker Horror. Hello. But you can quite see that this deck is quite like draw dependent heavily. If you get the wrong part of the deck, it might like oh, I'm so mad. If I wanted to play it perfectly, I would just hold it with stops, but at this point I don't think it's worth the time. We can block one of the big creatures. He will probably put the counter on pilot, so they're even. Then I guess we kill the samurai. So as before, Hall of the Storm Giants is our like last big, let's say gambit or whatever, like advantage. Gambit doesn't really fit, right? And he knows about this very well, so let's see if he has March. Like, if he has March, he can kill it, because it's only 4 mana, and then we GG if he has it. Let's prepare, okay. Oh, did he forget? Maybe he forgot about this part. It's been there for so long. I hope. This is the reason I wanted so much life, because then we can start trading every turn. How good is it? If he didn't kill it before, it means he cannot kill it right now. Let's keep drawing. And, well, maybe. We are slowly crawling our way into this game, but we'll see if that's enough. No freaking... No freaking shit, we don't even kill the one that we attacked. Oh man, I need this icon to throw the cards. That was freaking brutal. That was brutal. And we still lose it. Okay, we are still playing. If we draw correct cards, like maybe drawing clans over and over, maybe we could have our, you know, half deck that draws cards or win games. That would be great.
I have got new moves to teach you.
Like those cards from the top. Man, I'm so salty after December. Oh, and I did mistake. That's actually a huge mistake. No Jwari, so whatever. I don't have... Oh, okay, I think that sums it up. Okay, that's good game. We just kept drawing way too many lands. Good game. Very well played by the opponent as well. Smart cookie. Okay, 3 lands. Okay, thanks to Jwari we can start and we can take this. There's higher chance that we will keep draw the second land and then they both come untapped, than that we keep drawing lands until forever. Yeah, that's not great. So we need to... Man, that was so important to Forter, but I still think we have time. So what? We need double white and 1 black. So I actually think this is the correct land. Probably this one's later. Maybe we play this. And here she is. We don't have black card to exile, which sucks. Enemy will know what is it. Oh well, let's do it. We have to do it anyway. So I'm playing black mana because he knows. Yeah, you can see that he notices that we don't have double white for Doomskar. This is how you play to bait more creatures. And if he doesn't play more, we just kill Talia next turn for 4 mana, and we are super set. Like, we don't need to sweep them. You freaking monster. You tax Edgelord. And now he sees that we tried to bait him. Okay, so what is the next play? We can Doomskar late next turn, and he doesn't know it yet, which is awesome. Because we kill Talia, and then we have enough mana, so that can change his play. Man, he is smart, he knows what we are up to. And I think by now he knows that we are smart too, and we are playing around stuff. At least that's what I think. And I think he won't play anything. What a cheap freaking bait. Like, how to play the least that you can get away with. Okay, that gives us a bit of a time. I think Doomskar is correct now. Also, we get rid of the annoying guy. Let's not mess the mana. So white or blue? A lot of blue, and we have what? 2 white and 2 black. I think it's this, so we can Jwari and Memory Deluge. Valorous Stance? Is this the Valorous Stance? So he saves Redain, attacks us? Like, sure. Even if he has it. Good, good. So Vanishing Verse is pretty good. I hope we draw untapped land. Now it doesn't really matter. But overall we are in okay position right now. We need second sweeper and we can close the game probably. We'll see if he gets another Redain. Do we Vanishing Verse? I think we prefer Memory Deluge this turn. It's more mana efficient. So, yeah, I think that's better. Good. Oh, that's actually very good draw. Nice. Okay, I think that we should be fine with this. Let's go for white. We have enough black for this game. And what? We go Vanishing Verse? Like, we could just go... Yeah, we have mana for Vanishing Verse, so no reason not to do it right now. He will attack at the start of the turn probably, anyway. Okay, and I think this is the turn when we started winning, and we'll keep up with this lead until the end of the time. And the enemy even gave us big creature, which is awesome.
I guess that's it then.
And I think we want to kill it right now. Like, this is very good for the dragon, and he will start using dragons later, but I think we'll have enough time to draw into March and more Vanishing Verses, things like this, and this guy will come handy. It pressures the enemy a bit. See? That's how we feel when we play against you. Ah, not so nice. Sure. I'm actually happy with this. So one card is gone. Good. Do we play main phase? Nah, we never play main phase. So I think we pay 1 mana for the cave. And the rest goes to drawing more March. Good. Please tap it. Appreciate it. Man, March are so great against creature runs. And that was your turn, my friend. Oh man, this freaking deck is so awesome. And okay, Wandering Emperor for the second one. The enemy must be scared that he sees so many cards and not single land. I must say that was a really good draw for us. Oh, interesting. Okay. This will take a moment. but when we hit Hullbreaker Horror it's even better. We cannot make double play, and I much rather get the card that we want. We didn't get it, but it's still fine. We could go for Emeria's Call. Yeah, I think that's good. He can Brutal Qatar, but it's only one of the Angels. So, like at the worst case, we trade 1 for 1, and in the best one, we get 2 Angels, and then we can use Wandering Emperor next turn, and we can really leverage our position. Like, Legion Angel is good, but he cannot outvalue us, and with 4 mana, 4/3, he cannot outtempo us, so it just delays the same result. Like, I've been playing with mono white quite a lot, believe me, I know. Not in this situation, it's way too late for the enemy. I don't really want to foretell anything. I want him to attack, we use Emperor and put the counter in first strike. Then enemy needs to invest his full turn just to replace what he lost for free. Like, we have so many things that we could do. It's a shame that he cannot double play, then we would just Doomskar. Man, I wonder how long till he scoops, because the game is extremely over. Man, like, when this Esper deck gets control, it doesn't let go. It gets worse for the enemy. You smart cookie. You little monster.
See you later.
Now the question, do we... Yeah, I think we kill it right now. Yeah, we could keep it for the cave, but I honestly don't really care. Like, I just want you guys to see the next game already. We have enough blockers for both cave and danger, so we don't need to bother with this. And with so many angels we can threaten the Leafer next turn, and this makes him consider his place, his chances, and he will probably scoop. Like, man, we have so much card draw that we can really dig up. Did you know that if you have 12 mana, you can make a Emeria's Call and then Doomskar and part of your creatures won't die? Amazing, ain't it? Such high quality plays. Alright. So, I guess we attack with everything. Smart. And the enemy has to block because he dies. Sure. Okay, and he still dies next turn. So, let's think, what exactly are we doing? We probably just draw, right? Because drawing is fun. I like lands, but let's not be so greedy. Vanishing Verse seems pretty fine to me. So what, he gets the cave, attacks, then we kill the cave and he scoops. He can also save the cave for the block and get another turn. Then we also kill the cave and we also win. Man, those mono-white players in Mythic really don't like quitting. They just play this over and over, even if it's ended 5 turns ago. And you will see, we will win this game very easily, and the enemy is just out of it. Like, we can Doomskar at any point, even if we cared enough. So he activates it, we kill it, and he's dead. I guess he might have Valorous stance, but from the way he played, it seems that he has just this cave, and that's it. But let's keep drawing, I guess, more runs, because why not? Let's get Vanishing Verse mana. And let's show the enemy who's the boss. We are going with both of them, because it trades 1 for 1. I will, just to make sure, go into full control mode so we don't go into the blockers. Right? And I don't believe you need to, but I'm just not risking. Yep, it's nice. We actually have instants that kill creatures, who would think? What's your blocker, my friend? We can also Sunset Revelry, if we cared. Nice. Bye! Jason. Okay, that's potentially first good hand I had with this deck. Like really, we had such unlucky draws so far. So, how do we start? Definitely this, because we want white mana for Sunset Revelry. We are on the play, so we will draw a card. And we also get the creatures. Perfect. We have time to play correct colors, so let's start like this. We could also Doomskar, but I think that would be a mistake. We have very good value for this one. We don't need the HP. This will be more than needed for HP. And Sunset Revelry has very good advantage, because like you might think you will Doomskar the board, so why bother? But actually this forces enemy to mount so many more creatures, pressure and everything like this before you have to react, that it's super worth it. Okay, let's go for the full Esper palette. So yeah, we don't really need to care about those things yet. That's fun. I actually thought about foretelling Doomskar, and I thought, no, when he will see the foretell, he will play differently. And I forgot, Behold the Multiverse is actually the same for the enemy. But probably still the play I would make, especially next turn. So right now he's thinking to... Okay, he should be thinking about playing it more slowly. This guy is scary because it might get flying and go over our blockers. This kind of block also might telegraph that we have a bit more sweepers than he would like to. Double blue. Let's go for double black to have all the colors, so we potentially can double Vanishing Verse if we really need to, like if we really have to. We don't get the full value. We could get the full value. And you know what? I actually do like the full values. We are the value deck, why wouldn't we? Oh yes. So even if he attacks with the voice, we are fine, and next turn we have Vanishing Verse, we have everything discounted, we can draw cards. I think we are on a great way to win this game right now. What is the black for? Probably Clerics, genius. Okay, and enemy sees no sweeper. But he knows that the 2 Foretold cards are probably what he wants. I would go for Vanishing Verse probably. Just because it makes it way more awkward to hoard and cast it as an instant. For example, after he levels up the Cleric class and then we exile it. Good choice. Good choice. Okay, and here we go. That makes clock faster, but Vanishing Verse probably will be something we use. I'm not sure, but most likely. And we want mostly blue mana right now. So, let's be deck that reacts to the enemy. If he doesn't do anything super threatening, oh yes, play more of those. Not sure if I exile the Voice of the Blessed. It saves us a lot of HP, but that's actually another card that we have. And also we can just draw cards instead. So like 12. Yep, 12 damage. We are at 6. And enemy has Cave of the Frost Dragon, but we can exile it if we save it right now. And then it's mana neutral, pretty much. This one has 6. He needs 10 or more, so he won't get those. He can level it up, but it's not enough. And he will cast the Phantom. Phantom and maybe this one. We have March. So it means we want this kind of mana. Let's see. Oh man, those are some great cards. Yeah, all of them. Man, this is such a good draw. Flyer. So that's it. A lot of damage, but consider it an investment, right? Emeria's Call, we don't pay life. We could actually get rid of the thing, this thing, but it's not worth it. Okay, I'm not playing with the bait thing. Oh man, we don't have enough colors. Didn't think about this part. It's fine. It's fine. We played the land, so we don't need to do this. Like, if he attacks, it's even better than paying 3 life for Emeria, because it takes his full turn. And if he doesn't do anything, we play the Behold the Multiverse and we draw into way more stuff. I think he scoops after the second farewell. Yep. That's pretty much all he can do in this game. I will take both. They are both amazing. Yeah, we are so winning this game right now. And 3 white. That's enough. So, let's go for this. Why are you tapping like this? You are a monster. So, manual taps. Everyone's favorite. Right? Farewell, my friend. Creatures, artifacts, graveyards, not really. Okay, nice. So he activates the cave, we kill it, and I think he scoops. That's the plan. If he doesn't, we play the Hullbreaker Horror next, and then he scoops. You always want to wait until he attacks. So then he cannot play a 1-drop. And buy my friend of the cleric type. Okay, and that's it. So we basically play Hullbreaker Horror, and whatever enemy played, he will just scoop next turn after he sees it. Great. So he cannot do anything. Let's show what exactly we have. So he can scoop. My creature bigger. My creature skills has. So, you want to go with this? Sure. It will take a while, I guess, but... Well, I guess no blaming enemy for trying, but I really don't see how it can work. If he puts the counter here, and he will, I will just Vanishing Verse and he knows it. Because it gets rid of the other side of the creature as well. It doesn't matter. But you know, why not? I will bounce at the end step anyway, with the Memory Deluge, and he should know it. So no, not really much sense of playing it. So, enemy wants the hard way. And the hard way is hard for him. Let's try to smork him. Let's pretend we are the player. Actually, if we attacked with Hall of the Storm Giants or made some kind of those mistakes, maybe. This is for the Hive. And this doesn't matter because it will always get bounced at the end step. So we just wait until the end step so he cannot replay it. So I guess it's a good learning how to close the one game. I guess. But the enemy is just here. He's just here. So March, and let's go for Emperor. In case he wants to attack with this or whatever. Or actually we can just... Oh, no. None. Man, go. We need to wrap it up. Like, man, I have 5 cards in Esper, what do you expect? That we don't have anything to play.
You'll be safe.
So we have what? Maybe we can finish him this turn. So it's what? 14. Yeah, this is stab, this is what? So 14, 15, 17. Okay, we cannot add this lacking to damage. Unfortunately. So we kill him next turn then. Whether he wants it or not. Smark. My creature big. See, this is your average control player, right? I just felt the mono-white spirit. And yeah, it's mono-white for me. Don't bother with the clerics. This is actually quite a good creature. Like 2/2, that gives you some value and grows. It's fine. But this guy, this guy is something you need to Vanishing Verse always. And Elite Spellbinder, if he gets you, like, man. If the Doomskar wasn't for Thor, that could end badly for us. Also, this one returns non-land permanent. So if you didn't have... Like, right now, even if he attacks, we just double block it and that's it. So it's not even scary. I think she should go Aspirant, then put the counter on Hive. So I'm pretty sure he already messes it up. We have 3 Memory Deluge, we don't need to do anything about this. Nice. Let's wait until he wastes the counter. Finally, we'll force him to get out of this game that he lost 6 rounds ago. You need to remember that the death by this Esper deck is painful for the enemy. He just gets smorked. 3, 5, 8. We could kill both, but why when we can do it like this? So BM. Just pack your things and go. You didn't want to go. We will force you. Okay, he lets us see the big number. No, a mono-white player to the soul.